I guess.
Yeah. What is good, my broskies? Welcome back to the Daily Bro Show. We're starting fresh here with episode number one because we're going to try making these a little bit more clean and more professional. So let's just see how this one goes. So I brought with me Star Fox today, who's in Germany, and he has a question about American schools.
Yes. Okay, so I can just repeat my whole question, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
Well,
Let's start there.
all right. Okay, so what I'm curious about is in Germany we have two types of school. At the first one, you're only going to school half day from 8 to 12, and at the second type you're going to school from about 8 to 4.
Mhm.
Now, the second of these types is getting more and more common, and many people say that it's the better way to do it for students because they're not at home half of the day and doing nothing
Yeah.
because they're at school and doing something useful and not getting bored and stuff and learning more. Um,
Mhm.
Now, I have two questions. First of all, if anyone's going to join the stream, which kind of school do you prefer? Or which idea do you like the most? And second one, which kind of school do you have in the US, and how is it done there?
All right.
How much time do you spend in school?
All right. So typically, I don't think there's ever such. Well, actually, well, I guess let's just start. Currently, where I live, and I'm pretty sure for most people, school is usually starting at around 8 or 8:30, maybe even earlier, and it ends at around 3 or 3:30, something around there. Uh, I don't think it ends any later than 3:30 usually, but it's typically 7 hours of school a day, 5 days a week. So Saturday and
Yeah.
Sunday you get off, which I'm pretty sure is different in Germany, but
No, it's the same.
oh, it is really okay. So
Yeah, it used to be different. Like, I mean, I'm not sure. I think 30 years ago or something.
30 years
You
ago.
had to, yeah. My parents told me that, so
Yeah,
I don't even know about that. But
yeah,
yeah, my parents told me, um, they worked on Saturday, but yeah, that's gone for since years.
that's interesting. All right, yeah. So
Yeah,
you go to school 5 days a week, typically for 7 hours. Now this is up until high school, so you got your preschool. It's not. We're gonna exclude preschool because that's always varying. That's just like a holding place. But then people go into kindergarten, which is kind of a holding. I don't even know why we have kindergarten. Yeah, but basically it's 7 hours from kindergarten all the way to high school. Um, and then once you're in college, your classes start at a certain time of the day rather than being there. Um, but that's besides the
there
point.
isn't really a schedule or something.
Yeah, well, yeah, for high school and stuff, there's not really a schedule. It's well, you get a class schedule, and that's just where you go to your classes. Like you're not in the same room all day, so
Yeah.
but you're at the school all day. You might have like 5 minutes to walk to the next class or something like that. But besides that, you're
Okay.
pretty much at school all day. And then if you
Yeah.
do any sports or other stuff outside of school, it typically starts after school ends. But whether it's a good thing or not, honestly, it's hard to say. I think it varies per student if they'd say it's a good thing or not. Um, Honestly, I think the purpose of like doing it like that is just to keep kids uh, outside of home. Like kind of just hold kids, especially while their parents are at work or something, so they're not home alone or they're not,
Yeah.
doing stupid stuff. Uh, getting into trouble and stuff. Um, so I think on that part it's a good thing. But then on the bad side of it, it kind of just really wastes a lot of their time and just kind of overworks them, um, like mentally and
Yeah.
stuff. It's kind of draining on the students, and you don't really get any breaks or anything, so it can be kind of tricky, and they kind of learn to resent school. Because right now I have like a sketch, like I'm at the college right now, but I'm still technically a high school student, and I only have like 2 to 3 hours of school a day, um, at most, and
Okay.
that's at most. So today I was at school for like the longest I've ever been, which is from uh, 11, 11:30 to 2 or 3 o'clock. Like that's the longest it's ever been this week, and probably the longest it'll ever be. Um,
All right.
but it's quite great because I get to go home and do homework and whatever I want to do. I guess. I mean, I try to keep it productive, but like it's kind of great to have that break because I kind of knocked out the work early on. Like I took extra classes. I think it was my I don't even know what year it was. I think it was my sophomore year. I was doing 5 classes and I knocked out a lot of classes in middle school and stuff like that. So I mean, I kind of did the work already, and now I'm kind of just getting the break from it. Um, and then over the summer, I'm going to be taking more classes. Uh, but yeah, so I guess I don't honestly. I think it's a terrible idea to keep. I don't. I think I don't know, man. It's a tough one.
Yeah, that's true. But basically, you stay in school the whole day in the US.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that
So
was basically my question. Now, when I think about it, it definitely depends from kid to kid. I mean, it would be great if you could choose if you prefer to learn the whole day or if you prefer to stay in school for the half day and make homeworks instead,
yeah,
and do some stuff on your own. Because yeah, everyone's different and everyone learns different, and some people are not quite as concentrated
hmm
um, at the end of the day anymore, and it doesn't really make sense to teach them anything because yeah, they're
yeah,
not really concentrated. And so yeah, definitely would be great if you could choose, but yeah, how do you want to realize that? I mean,
yeah.
I would
I
be
I think the problem with that though is most parents are probably working like 9 to 5, right? So I mean, someone would have to pick these kids up. Like I'm at that level where I can just drive home. So like when I'm done with school, I can just drive home. That's why the breaks are useful to me. But like I remember a couple years ago when I like not a couple years, like last year I couldn't drive home and I'd have these gaps in my schedule because of the college classes and I legit just be stuck at school doing nothing and I didn't really have that much homework. So I just legit just be sitting there. Um yeah, I'd just be sitting there
isn't
pretty
there
much.
isn't there driving a bus or anything?
Well, the thing is, school didn't end yet. So and I don't, yeah, I can't, yeah, I don't live in district, so like, yeah, the school thinks I live closer to it than I really do. So, um, yeah, basically, I'm not zoned for the school, so they're not gonna drive me home. Uh, it's like a 20-minute drive to school every day, and
Wait, you need 20 minutes?
yeah, it's
Wow.
pretty far. Yeah, yeah, I don't go to the closer school. The I go to the better school. If I'm gonna get educated, I'm gonna do it. But it's been worth it so far. If I've gone to the other school, I wouldn't be this ahead. Um, but yeah, I mean, I guess from like a parental standpoint, it doesn't make sense to like end school, like make a half day of school every day because then you're just gonna have kids who are just stuck there, like I was. I was stuck there. And you get all these
um,
weird faces and like teachers are always questioning you like shouldn't you be in class or you can't go there and all this stuff. I'm like I got no school, you can't tell me what to do. School's over
yeah,
for
but
me.
I'm just sitting here. um, but yeah, in this case, I mean, if we imagine that scenario of being able to choose if you want to stay in school for long or only until 12, for example, if there is one of these children that can't go home at 12 or something and have to wait until
Oh,
they get picked up,
if they were
they
driving the
can
bus. Oh yeah, that makes sense.
yeah, they can just stay in school and yeah, learn something or don't even have an opportunity or something. I
Yeah,
mean,
so I
that
guess
problem would be solved. Now, the actual problem is to realize that because you would need a lot of schools and a lot of teachers, what I
yeah.
already
Well,
mentioned.
I don't think America has problems with getting more teachers. It's just we need better teachers. Teachers, they don't care about you here. They're just old grumpy people who want you to suffer as much as they did because they made bad choices. That's really what it is. And every now and then you'll have a teacher who really wants you to succeed, but all the teachers say that, but none of them really mean it. They're just like, can't wait for this month's paycheck. It's gonna be bigger than working at McDonald's over the summer or something like that. But yeah. So I guess they could technically end school halfway through and let kids out. But I think another problem that arises from that is, well, I guess if kids got to choose, but a lot of kids don't know what's best for themselves. Even I don't even know what's best for myself at times. I always ask a parent or like a guidance counselor or something like that. But I think a lot of kids, they're immediately just going to choose that half day because they're going to see it's less school. They think it's going to be easier and stuff. But then what ends up happening is that you have more classes with a shorter amount of time. So if they're not instantly getting stuff, like instantly understanding the material, then they're really going to be suffering. And, kids, I guess they wouldn't be ready for it. And I guess they could do the buses earlier, just have kids get on the bus and go home. But I guess, I don't know, like that'd also be more expensive because you have to drive the buses more. And if there's one thing the school's not willing to sacrifice, it's their budget. So yeah, schools are very money tight, and they always do all these fundraisers, like sell coupon books that you'll never use, or sell overpriced yearbooks, like really overpriced yearbooks. It's like $50 to $100. I think it's like $100 for a yearbook, which I think is ridiculous for like one picture of yourself in there, because they're very selective with it. I just realized you weren't even in the call.
You were talking.
I'm like, man, it's so quiet. When's he gonna step in?
Yeah. But yeah, you were at the teacher's topic once again, so yeah.
Teachers,
maybe good. I can.
Teachers just high school. I'm not saying college teachers. I don't want them to like my college. I'm not going to complain about my college teachers. I only have one complaint with one of my college teachers. He's the statistics teacher, right? He doesn't even know what he's like. I get it. He knows math. Okay, he's proved to me he knows math, but he just doesn't teach. That's the problem. Like, and this is a college, right? People pay to go to the school.
So he knows it, but he doesn't know how to teach it.
Exactly.
Oh, okay.
Like but there's some things I don't think he knows statistics. I think he knows calculus. I don't know. Like he doesn't know these definitions, or maybe he does, and he's just like he couldn't even solve his own homework. Like we're legit reviewing the homework, and he was getting it wrong, and I'm like, yo, how can I trust this guy? I just realized I couldn't trust my own teacher at this point. I was gonna ask him a question on something. I was like, maybe I better not ask him.
He's gonna say something wrong.
Yeah. Well, I'm not gonna take that chance. So I ended up just going home and taking his advice and looking at the textbook. And I think that's why I asked you to look at the textbook first. First of all, because maybe he's lazy, or maybe he just doesn't know it. It's hard to tell sometimes. Very hard to tell. But high school teachers, they legit just don't know it. Like you'll have they give you teachers that weren't meant to teach. They really weren't, and they don't know what they're talking about. And they're legit they're not helping the kids, and they don't realize that whatever they do to those kids, the grade that they give those kids, is gonna affect them. Maybe it'll affect them for the rest of their lives, and maybe it won't. It's hard to say, but I think grades are very important. Because I know in Germany you guys get all your school paid for and stuff, but in America you don't. So second I get evicted from my house, then I gotta go to college and figure something out, and it's several hundred.
And
it's a lot of money.
In Germany you have the choice. You can also go to private schools if you say the state it doesn't manage to get proper schools up, so I better gonna go into a private one.
Yeah.
And that's obviously paid. I don't know if it's any better or not.
Have you been to a private school?
No, I've never been in one. So yeah, I don't know if it's better.
Yeah, I used to go. Not used to, I've been in a private. It's not like your typical private school. It's more of a okay. I guess it doesn't even count as a. It's just a school, I guess. But it was like
Okay.
a religious school kind of thing, and that was in
Oh
uh,
God.
that was in kindergarten through half of second grade. I kind of got out of there. I don't know if I didn't like it. I just wasn't learning there, so I kind of got out of there, and then I went to another school. And I mean, if you want to, like learn to be a religious leader in your community, maybe it was a great school, but I don't know if it was for me. But yeah, but yeah, private schools in America, I don't know. Like a lot of people say they're good, and a lot of people say they're. I don't know. I don't know anything about the private schools. As
Yeah,
far as
neither
I
do
know, they're
I.
just filled of what we call like I don't know, like rich kids, bullies. I don't know, like just
Yeah,
not
yeah,
good
that's
people.
pretty similar here. People
Yeah,
who have a lot of money, they always brag get with having their child at private schools and stuff.
yeah, and yeah. I mean, I don't know if it's the school that offers you a better education or if it's what you can milk out of your school. I guess like my school doesn't offer me a really good education. I don't believe my high school offered me a great education. I just believe that they offered me good opportunities that I took to get a better education. Like, for example, I could go to the community college and take classes there. Um, and I learned a lot more than I would have if I stayed at the high school. I think there's a few classes that I actually did learn something from. I think biology and chemistry class were the two classes where I would say it was actually uh, a good education compared to what other schools would teach you. Math was atrocious. Math was like don't get me wrong, I'm good at math, but like when I'm struggling in math, that means there's a problem because it's not me, it's the teacher at that point. Um,
Uh,
yeah, don't blame
well,
yourself, blame the teacher.
that's yeah, that's always a part or a point you can discuss about years.
Yeah,
Who's in fault?
yeah. Honestly, I
Yeah.
think the teacher is usually always to blame, even if the student's struggling. It's the teacher's responsibility to make it so that student doesn't struggle. Whether it's they're not doing the homework, if they're lazy, if the students. I mean, that's the point of the teacher to correct that, not to just let them suffer because of it. Or maybe that's the point. Maybe it's to like, like kind of separate those people from the society. I don't know, make them homeless. I don't know what the goal is, but in the long run, it's not really helping us as a society or anything because they don't get better. I don't know.
Yeah, what separates a or what basically separates a private school from a usual one is the type or how you learn the stuff, because in a usual school it's got to be done as the state wants it to be, and
Oh
in
yeah,
a private school that's not the case because it's private.
yeah. I think that's what people like about private schools. But I went to a similar school. It's almost private, but it's not private. I called it the communist school because it was legit the most communist school I've ever been to, and I I don't know what most people think, but I really don't like communism. So I walk into that school, right? This is like a prison. It's like a prison camp almost, okay? So you're walking through and I'm going to the high school section or the section, and keep in mind this school wasn't made for high schoolers, okay? This is like it's one of the schools where it's like K through 12 and they just added the 9 through 12 section of it. So like the ninth and 12th graders, like the ninth through 12th graders can now go to the school there. So I went there because it was gonna be smaller. I thought it was gonna be better for me because I don't really like big schools and stuff. I thought it'd be like more one-on-one attention with teachers and stuff. I basically thought it was gonna be like a free private school. That's what I was thinking. Uh,
Yeah,
so I go in
of
there, right,
course.
and I'm like, yo, this is like a prison camp. What's going on? And worst school I've ever been to. So first thing is, I mean, I don't have problems with like everything here. I'm just saying what they offered. What they offered you was you got to wear uniforms there. Okay, everything was a uniform. You had to
Okay.
wear khaki pants and a polo T-shirt. So if you look at my dresser, all everything is just polos and khakis. Okay, and let me tell you, I ruined every single one pair of those pants. I have no khakis left. They all got holes in it now. They're not durable. They break because I don't they're for walking. I took it. to the extreme
It's all
gym
cheap
class.
stuff.
Yeah. But anyways, but I do gotta say, one time I walked in with jeans. Okay, I was waking up, right. I just put my jeans on and I put my shirt on and everything. Didn't even realize I had jeans on. Then I walk into school and everyone's just staring at me. I'm like, oh dang. And I take some paper and I just cover up the jeans. And I walk past like uh three principals because the school has like three principals. None of them noticed, and I was like, "Yo, I'm getting through this." And I just walked past all the teachers. None of them noticed, right? So then I go up to one of the teachers, and I was just like, "Yo, what do I do if I forgot khakis?" Now I thought it wasn't gonna be a big deal, right? Like I thought that maybe I could just wear jeans for the rest of the day and no one would care. No, they were like, "Hold on, I think we got some khakis for you." I'm like, "Are you serious? I actually gotta wear khakis." So they go in the back and they get out these khakis, right? It's probably the cleanest pair of khakis I've ever seen in my life. It's like folded, it's ironed. They legit ironed it. The most comfortable pair of pants I've ever worn to date. I was so impressed. I was like, yo, I never thought these could be so comfortable. So, yeah.
That's organization.
Yeah. I was like, man, these people, like, they really care about your clothing for some reason.
They take it serious.
Yeah. And I don't know if it was a good thing or bad thing, but I thought it was just interesting. But that's part of the communism,
They
right?
care about they care about more what you wear than what you have inside of your brain.
Yeah, that's exactly.
You haven't learned anything, but you look good. It's
Yeah,
fine.
at least I look good. That's what
Yeah.
matters. Looking good while being comfortable, and and the teachers that we had there, they were I got some really weird feelings about them. I couldn't really tell if I was gonna like them or not. I mean, they seemed like decent teachers. They looked like people who went to school to be a teacher. They didn't look like failures for whatever reason. Um, they just looked like they were trying to become teachers. They ended up there, and they call the school a charter school. I don't know why. It's because they got a charter to make the school. I don't. It's basically a private school, but they don't. It's not private. It's like anyone can go there, but it's just not a public school, I guess. And
Okay, that doesn't make any sense.
Yeah. But yeah, it's like a public school, except forget it's just a public school. That's all it is. Except it's not run by the
Okay.
state. That's all it is. And this school was like really. I don't know if they were. I don't know how to put it. You go in there. You can't wear jewelry. You can't wear anything that makes you different from everywhere else. Like you can't wear flashy shoes, and you can't wear hats and stuff. You can't. Everyone looks the same basically. Okay, and they did that so kids
Like
wouldn't
military.
feel. Yeah, I never thought of it like that until now, but it's like you can either think of it as a military or prison camp. I thought of it as a prison camp because it was kind of like no one gets in, no one goes out type of situation. Like legit. It was
Get out of
ridiculous.
here.
Yeah, to get into school, like you had to go through a certain entrance, and it was like heavily guarded. And I guess that's kind of good. I don't know, but it wasn't a really effective system because you could sneak your parents in there very easily. And then, I don't know.
Right.
Yeah. Don't ask me why I did that, but I had to, just bring them in. And then they wouldn't let you leave the building. Like, if you wanted to go outside, like, they wouldn't let you. It was, like, fenced. Everything was fenced. And the teachers would make sure no one's leaving. Like, school ends, right? Your parents have to go up to the door to get you. They got to check you out after school, basically. And I'm like, this is ridiculous. Like, I want to go home. You guys you can't keep me here, okay? That's not how it works. And like in my current high school, you can just walk away and no one bats an eye. I mean, it's middle of class. You're like, I'm bored. Just walk away, and no one cares because that's what college is like. But there, it was like a
you're not
big
forced
deal.
to do anything.
Yeah, I don't know why. But
I guess that's also better. I guess that's also the better idea because everyone who wants to learn something can stay there and stay for the lesson, and who has enough can just leave it. I guess that's the best way to do it.
Yeah, and it works. It works like that too. I mean, people end up staying, and they don't. People don't just leave. I mean, there's only been a couple times where I've ever left in the middle of a lecture, and the reason for that was like I had something to do or something like that. But I never like even if the lecture is like incredibly boring, I already know all this stuff. Like today, I had a lecture, right? It was on anatomy and physiology. It was basically a repeat of uh, high school biology class because I had a really good biology teacher, and I already knew all this stuff. I mean, I could have just walked away and that's it, but I'm not gonna do that. I mean, um, I might as
You're
well
not
just
that type of guy.
yeah. I'm just not yeah. I'm just not gonna walk away, and maybe it's because the prison camp trained me to stay there. I don't know, but yeah, that was don't I don't know, man. Like that school was just so bad. It's just so hard to describe how bad it was. They basically treated you like you were little kids. Like everyone had to walk together and eat. I don't know.
Yeah, it sounds like elementary school.
Yeah, that's basically what it was. It was basically high schoolers were like little kids, and it didn't prepare you for the real world at all. Like if I had stayed at
Yeah.
that school, I would have been a coward the rest of my life, guarantee you. And now that I'm, doing more, more freedom and stuff, and learning how to do stuff myself in a way, I can get stuff done. I don't know, like I don't have to rely on the school to provide me with. I don't know, like I just do
Yeah,
it
that's
myself.
hilarious.
I don't know how to explain it really, but like
Yeah, I know what you mean now.
if I
I
know they're
mean,
wasting my
you.
time or something like that, like I know how to like I'll talk to the teacher, I'll confront them, I'll be like, this is BS, like do something about it. And I'm not scared to do that anymore or argue with the teacher if they're not working with me or something. And there's been times where I've like, you know what, you're if you're not gonna work with me, I'm not gonna work with you, and I just quit the class, like just drop the class. Like I remember from marching band, there's band camp, right? I couldn't make band camp, and they weren't willing to work with me. So I was like, you know what? You're not gonna work with me. Just drop the hammer, and that was the end of marching band. And I was kind of glad. I really hated marching band, anyways. Um, but yeah, I'm getting like super off topic. Yeah, basically it was a communist school. I didn't like it. Um, they had all these like every Wednesday they'd have this like the principal and he'd give us some kind of talk or something. He was like, "How many of you have ever been in a fight in your life?" And like everyone raises their hand and stuff. And he's like,
All right.
and he's like, and he's like trying to like peace talk us or something. Is like this stuff won't be tolerated, all that kind of stuff. And next thing you know, kids are doing drugs in the school, and because there's basically a lot of preppy kids are at the school because I guess they thought it was gonna be like a private school, and I don't know, like the kids here are just so weird. They're just so weird.
In your college or what?
At the everywhere, the city, the whole city,
Oh,
but
okay.
especially at
Well,
that school.
that's village, my boy.
Yeah, like I don't know, like I don't want to talk about like too much into like the people here, but like they, I'll tell you
Because they're
that
gonna hunt you at night.
everyone here like everyone here is just trying to be so different from one another. Like they're trying to they're tryhards on like just being. They need something about them that's different. Like whether they're,
They
like,
are the opposite of the military school.
yeah, I don't. Yeah, middle school. I'm at the prison camp or gulag. I mean, it's gulag. We're just gonna stay with the gulag. It's basically what the gulag that I went to is basically like conformity. Everyone had to conform and stuff. I gotta say, I told you about that gym teacher. That gym teacher was terrible, terrible. I told you with the frisbees and stuff. You had to learn how to play ultimate frisbee, and you got a grade on it. That was ridiculous. I got a 98 because I didn't catch one of them. I don't know. Maybe my grade was low. I don't know how I got through that. I skipped a year in Spanish. Didn't know any Spanish. Like, it was funny. I was so good at Spanish too, but anything from Spanish 1 I didn't know. So basically I knew all the hard words, but I didn't know any easy ones. That was interesting.
All right, okay. You just knew the cussing words.
Yeah. Spanish was weird for me. Like I forgot all my Spanish basically. I replaced all my Spanish with Russian.
Yeah, I would say that.
Yeah. Because I was getting mixed up in class.
Did you have that as an idea for your some special with learning a certain amount of words in a certain amount of time
Oh yeah, I could do that.
or something.
Would you? I mean, would people want to watch me do that? I don't know. I would. I'd do it.
Interesting.
It wouldn't be bad for me. It wouldn't be like the push-ups where like it felt like I ripped both my arms off, and they're feeling
It's
good
not
now, but I don't know if it really helped me. I don't like. I just felt dead, bro. Like so painful.
something useful, and it's more original than doing push-ups.
It is. Yeah, everyone does. There's so many people on the internet who can do more push-ups than me, um, but can they learn more Russian words than me? That's the real question.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
You may be able to do some push-ups, but
Yeah.
are you able to learn Russian?
Yeah. I'm gonna memorize 1,000 words in a day. What do you got? Like this, you memorize 1,000 words in a day. Yeah, that'd be so painful. Like when it comes to like mental things, my brain gets tired and I just can't focus after that.
It shuts off.
Yeah, it does. It really does. I kind of just sit on my bed and I'm like brain dead. Like someone needs to like resuscitate me or something because I don't know what's going on. Uh, yeah, it's school's interesting. I've had all these interesting school experiences. Like yeah, I went. Yeah, there's just a lot of good school. Well, what about this?
Okay.
What do you got? Like, how's school with you? Like, I feel like you know about American schools now. What's the like? If I went to a German school, what could I expect?
What can I expect? Well, that's yeah. I don't think it's too much different. Well, you don't you dislike your teachers quite a lot. Or at least many of them.
All
Um,
yeah, pretty much most of them.
that's that's the point. I can share. I can I can really complain about my teachers that much. I could have got a lot more. Like
You could have
I
got a
could have
lot
got,
worse. Huh?
yeah, it could have been a lot worse. That's what I wanted to say.
Yeah,
And yeah, so maybe I just went lucky. I don't know. I don't know about other students, but yeah, no, I can't really complain about it too much. But basically, it doesn't seem to be that much different from what you tell me. So yeah, maybe the stuff we learn is a bit different. Maybe the
yeah,
way is a bit different. I guess it's basically pretty similar. I guess it's pretty similar in many schools actually. It's probably a lot different in third world countries, but yeah, that's a whole nother topic.
yeah. But yeah, so like yeah, I guess they're pretty much the same except you seemingly have better teachers. Which I don't know, like, do your teachers care about you? That's just one thing I want to know. Like, American teachers,
Yeah,
they will roast you so bad. Like, that's what they're there for, is just to roast you. They're not there to teach you. Do your teachers
yeah,
roast you, or do they, like, help you? I don't,
dude.
like,
If that was the case, I would be dying in like every math not session now. Or do we call it session? Oh man, I actually
session,
forgot
yeah,
the word.
math session, yeah.
Okay, yeah, session is the right word. Okay, yeah, but it's sometimes a bit funny. Like my math teacher is a bit ironic from time to time, but I
Yeah.
think that's alright to make the um yeah, to make the lessons like a bit more open and stuff.
Uh-huh.
That's I can agree with that, but yeah, it's not roasting. No, you can't call it roasting.
Yeah. Like, at my
One thing
school, or,
that
what were you saying?
that's quite funny. If if we're getting our tests back, the the guy who did the test the best way gets a blinking crown. That's the one thing we have in our class.
Yeah, here they hand you all the tests face down so no one knows what anyone got, but yeah,
No, only if you want to tell it. Yeah,
most people keep it private, and some people don't even care. I usually don't
and some
care,
people
but
brag.
yeah, some people brag. I mean, you got all these kids. I mean, you got good kids, you got bad kids, you got drug dealers, you got criminals. I mean, you got everyone. Um, and that's what makes school a very diverse place. All the different people you find there.
Yeah, but if you want diverse places, you're just gonna go into subway. So, I mean, you can find even worse places when it comes to that.
Yeah, yeah. It's just
Or
school's an interesting place. Huh? They took all the kids, put them in one building, and hope the best. I guess
yeah,
I don't know.
but I guess it's. I mean, look in your Sunday's job. I'm pretty sure that's even worse.
It is. Oh,
You see?
yeah. I'm just trying to. I'm actually trying to think now if it's actually worse or not. I'm like thinking. I'm like. I mean, I do get paid to show up. At least school should pay me. I don't know. I feel like I'm teaching my teachers half the
Yeah.
time. They should give me
Should pay you
some.
for being there.
Yeah, they should. Man, I'm what lets the school have a higher budget. At least give me the difference. You know, like I don't know.
Like the money you could have gotten in that time.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't have to join your sports team. You could you didn't pay me to be on the team. Nah. Um,
Yeah, it all
I,
works.
yeah, that'd be great. If that's how it worked, I swear, kids would be going to school every day. They'd be studying their brains
I'd be
out.
doing nothing just to get their freaking money.
Yeah, I I think I'd like milk the school out of all its money if that was the case. Dude,
You
I'd go
see,
for it all.
and everyone would do that.
Yeah, and I think there'd still be those some kids who wouldn't do it, and I don't know why they wouldn't do it, but at least pay the textbooks.
But I mean, that's super weird. I mean, that's like you're going into a bus, and you're going wherever you want to go, and you get out and you say to the bus driver, that's $18 for me.
Yeah, that's 18 bucks.
That's yeah.
You just charge the bus driver. You're the
Yeah.
reason. I'm the
You
reason
see?
you have a job.
Yeah.
You gotta, dude. I feel like that'd be some kind of like low level mafia type of stuff, where it's like all the mafia kids are like telling the teachers like, "You're the reason,"
He's just
or "I'm the reason you have a job," and like they just
yeah,
like
he's getting out his
extort
gun,
them.
$18.
They just extort the teachers and stuff. Oh my gosh. It's like, yo, I'm gonna get all the kids in this class to flunk the test if you don't pay us all. And then you're gonna get your butt fired because it's gonna look bad on you. Oh my gosh. You know, maybe we should hold our teachers hostage like that. Just be like, you know, you better pay us, sir. We're gonna like really screw up your record for teaching record. I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, you see the point.
Yeah, I see that. Yeah. I used to go to this really. I used to go to like this really ghetto school. Like this school was like. Actually, I went to a lot of those schools, but for middle school and like elementary school and middle school were like the two. I don't know all of them. Never mind. Um, Basically, middle school was a pretty rough place. Like there's a lot of kids there who were like criminals, pretty much, and like there's legit fights every day and all that kind of
They're
stuff going
starting
on.
their career.
I told you like a kid bring a gun, another one brings knives and stuff, and they'd have to like
Yo.
they have all these like dogs going around the school looking for drugs. I mean, they did more precautions there.
What's going on?
Yeah, they did more precautions there at that school than they do my current high school, which I think is really weird. Um,
The younger they get, the more criminal they are.
Yeah. And I just remember one time there was a fire drill. I don't remember if it was a drill or if someone pulled the alarm. I'm pretty sure it was just a drill. And then all of a sudden, this one kid legit just starts running and just like trying to escape the school. And all these teachers start running after the person. And I was like, I mean, it's already the end of the day. I don't even know why you're trying to run away. Um, but that was the first time I've ever seen someone just like try like just run. I don't know what could have been so bad that would have motivated them enough to just run away. But and I don't even know what motivated teachers enough to go after that. I don't know. Has that ever happened to you? Like a kid just runs away from school?
Yeah, actually it did. As I think about it, one guy said he's gonna go to the toilet and he just left the school. So
Oh, okay. Forgot the toilet. Never came back.
that happened before. But
Yeah,
yeah,
that-
except for that, I don't remember anything like that.
Yeah, I mean that happens a lot here too. But this kid, it wasn't even like sneaky. It was just like we're just waiting outside, waiting for them to let us back in, and the person just starts just running. I don't know why. And everyone just pulls out their phones, just recording it for whatever reason. And it's about 200 euros a year. They're way too expensive. They drop a new edition. Yo, textbooks are crazy expensive. I think my math textbook is like $300 or something like that. Or
All right.
that's
How many pages?
well, I don't even use it. That's the thing. So I don't know. But got it. 'Cause
you spent $300 on it, but you don't even use it.
I mean, I use the. I mean, you need it so you can do the homework, but like, I mean, you don't need the book. You just need the code that's in the book. So I legit just bought it for the code. I was like, don't even use the book.
That's gotta be an expensive code.
Yeah, it was a very expensive code. I should have just. I think I would have saved a lot more money trying to guess it, or developing a software that would have guessed it for me. But yeah, and I use that code pretty much every day though. But that textbook.
But what's this code good for? I think I don't even understand what
yeah.
this is about.
The code, it lets you do your homework. You need the code to do your homework. So like,
what?
you go online. You go online to a website, and you have to make an account, and the code lets you make the account, and basically you go online and you turn in all your homework assignments there. He'll post homework there, and you'll do the homework there.
That prevents any random guys from doing the homework, or
I mean, you could technically get someone to do the homework for you. Like, yeah, you can just get someone to do it for you pretty much if you really wanted to, but there's no point. You get unlimited attempts usually.
And why don't you get sheets with the homework on it?
Because our teacher is lazy, I guess. I don't know. Because they want you to buy the book. Like, that's all there is. They gave you sheets with the homework on it. No one would buy the book or buy the code or whatever. So
you're buying something analog to do something digital. That's actually pretty wow.
Yeah, I mean, it's there's no point. I mean, I could have saved so much money, but that's not the point. The point's not to save money. You don't go to college to save money. You go to college to spend all your money. I don't know. It's very ineffective. Yeah, basically the school makes it so that you have to spend money. I remember every year I always buy the books for the class because they're always going to say, like, I never even really use the books, honestly. Like, they're like, yeah, read chapter this, and
but
sometimes
actually you can make money on this.
Yeah.
You can actually make money on this. You could actually say, you need a code, right? The book is 300, but I sell you the code for 250. Still a good deal.
just buy all the books at the bookstore and just corner the market and sell it to all like, yo, I would make. But the problem with that is I think the school would replenish their stocks. They'd see that happening. They'd replenish, and I'd be down so much money. It cost me like hundreds of thousands of dollars to buy all those books. That'd be funny. What if I just walked up to school? Like, if I ever get rich one day and I have money to blow, I'm just gonna go to that school.
With your clinic.
Yeah. And I'm just gonna go to that school and I'm gonna like buy like 10 of the same textbook and just see if what the reaction would be. Like, they better have a decent reaction. I'll just return it if they don't have a reaction. Like, never mind. I actually only needed none of them. Or actually, what if I went around the bookstore and I just opened the book, got the code, wrote it down, and sold that?
That's actually a good idea.
Yeah. Until I go to prison for it. And...
You get the idea too late.
Yeah. It's like, what are you in for, kid? Oh, I was selling books.
I'm about to save money.
Yeah, I was saving money. What did you do? Oh, I murdered 5 guys and burn down the Walmart or something. I don't know.
Yo, seems legit.
Yeah, it's interesting. Yeah, but is there any? When does your school start? Are you in school yet?
No, you mean holidays and stuff?
You're still on holiday?
Yeah, of course I am.
Oh man.
Do you think I could stay up that long if I had to go to
No,
school tomorrow?
I honestly didn't know how you did it. I was like really questioning. Like I'm going to bed at like I mean I don't have to wake up super early. What time do you have to wake up and then go to school at?
At 6.
6.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's early.
Yeah, it is.
What time do you come home?
It depends on how fast the bus is, but yeah,
How fast the bus is?
about 4.
About 4.
Yeah.
Dang, that's like 10 hours. No, wait, 4,
Yeah.
8. No, shoot, my math here. Yeah, it's about
It's
10
like an
hours.
hour, dude.
Yeah, I knew what I was talking about. It's 10 hours. That's interesting.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like I said, it's all day school.
So what time does it start? Why does it take you? Does it take you forever to get to school, or like what? Why is
Not
it 6 o'clock?
because I need quite a lot of time to get out of the bed.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you set your alarm for 6 o'clock, but it's really like
Yeah,
7
yeah,
o'clock.
but until I'm out of the bed, it won't.
Yeah, see, with me,
Yeah,
it's like
I mean,
I'll set it as late as I can. Second I hear the alarm,
oh,
I
okay.
just fall out of bed. Like I have to.
Well, I
But
could never do that.
yeah,
I would probably get a heart attack.
heart attack. Oh my gosh. Yeah. See, I can wake up pretty well usually. I can like force myself to wake up, and a lot of times what will happen is I won't even need a like I'll set the alarm still, but a lot of times I'll like my body has like an internal alarm in it. I can always wake up before the alarm goes off. It's really weird. Like one time I set my alarm clock for 6 o'clock, because I had to wake up and then go to work, and I didn't even sleep that night actually, but I felt so well rested anyways. For whatever reason, I went to bed kind of late. Um, and I woke up at like 5:59, like before the alarm went off.
Wow.
And every time I've done that, like every time I set my alarm, I always wake up before. Unless it's school. If it's school, I think my body knows that it doesn't want to go to school. So like it kind of just doesn't want to wake up. But when the alarm goes
Yeah,
off,
it's the same for me.
yeah, I'll just get out. Like I know on the weekends. On the weekends I'll wake up early. Like or at least I
Oh
used to.
wow.
Now I feel like I don't. But like
No, I never do that. I don't wake up before 10.
wow, yeah. See, now I'm typically waking up at around 9, but that's because I'm having like sleep issues and I'm going to bed really late. Um,
Oh, okay.
but
I'm having get
yes,
up issues.
get up issues. You don't have any problems going to sleep. It's just getting up. Yeah,
No.
yeah. My brother's kind of like that. He can't get out of bed, but I love getting out
Yeah,
of
that's
bed.
the
I
same for me.
just hate going to bed. Like I kind of wish I could. Like sometimes it's hard for me to get out of bed, and if I get out too early, I'll feel nauseous. Um,
No, I'm one of these guys. I'm going to bed late and I'm going out of the bed late.
yeah. Yeah, see, like I hate getting out of bed late. Like I just can't do it. Like I mean, I do it sometimes, but like it really bothers me. Like I feel like I wasted my
Okay.
whole day sleeping. Like that's how much I hate sleeping. Like I don't want to go to bed, and then I don't want to sleep in. Um, and
Sometimes I'm just crazy and wake up pretty early and get stuff done.
yeah,
I'm getting stuff done and I'm having a look. I think I already told you that, right? And I look on the watch and I feel like, wow, it's still so early. I have the whole day I have the whole day left.
yeah,
I'm
the
not
whole
used
day
to
left.
it.
Not the whole day left. Yeah, usually it's like, oh, it's yeah. See, like I'll wake up and like sometimes I don't know, like sometimes I won't get out of it. Like I'll wake up and I'll be like, I'm not hungry and I don't really have anything I have to do. So I'm just gonna sit in my bed and I'm gonna watch videos on my phone or something like that. And then
Yeah.
I don't know, I don't feel like I have many incentives to get out of bed. Like I don't know, like
Hmm.
before like even like this week I just get up and I'm like I have nothing I gotta do right now. Like I feel like if I
Yeah.
made something fun or interesting, like I remember I used to be really into playing video games, like when I was in middle school. So like I was like really into it. Like I really liked video. It was like really bad. Um, but I remember that
Is
was
that
my
why?
yeah.
Is that why you started your channel?
No, I didn't start the channel because of video games.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I know it. I know it looks like it now, but if you go back to my first videos, it was we used to make films like movies, really cringy
Oh,
ones.
okay.
Yeah, I need to talk about that. I don't feel like people know why this channel exists. A lot of people think it's a Wings of Duty channel, which it kind of turned into that after it blew up on the channel. But legit, like I was making like all of our friends, we'd get to. Did I ever tell you about the neighborhood gang stuff that was going on and stuff? Or
Not sure. I don't think so.
okay, well, don't worry about it. But anyways, like we'd have this group of friends, right? We kind of stick together, and we'd used to make movies together and stuff and films, usually for school. A lot of them were educational,
All
and we
right.
would
Oh, that's cool.
we'd upload it to YouTube to turn it in, you could say. And no one ever really cared about it. Like, you know, I don't know. People liked our videos, so we kept posting them, and and then the summer comes along, and we're not really making any videos. Um, So we're like, hey, because we're playing video games, maybe we'll just post that in between. Because people are like, some of our friends at school or friends in the neighborhood were like, yeah, you might as well post videos while you're not posting movies, so we got something to watch. But basically, YouTube was
Hmm.
just a quicker way to share our video. Because before, we'd make the movie on our phone, and it would be on our phone, and we'd have to walk or ride our bikes all the way to our friend's house to see if he's even there, and then show him the video. But if we upload it to YouTube, he could just go online and watch it, what we made. And then in between, we were making videos and stuff. We just post gameplay videos and stuff. And then I posted a Wings of Duty video one day, and we got like 1,000 views, like several thousand views. And I was like, "Yo, I didn't think this was possible." And people were like, "Make more, make more." And I was like, "Yo, you bet I'll make more." And it was around that time someone told us we could make money from YouTube, and I was like, "What? You can make money from this?" So then I started monetizing my videos, and I saw that I was actually making some money from this, and I was like, "Scared? I just grind it. I'm just gonna make Wings of Duty videos." And we never made movies again, and that was the end of
Okay.
that.
That was more randomly and because of getting money.
Yeah, there's a lot of incentives to make, like even now there's a lot of incentives for me to make a vlog, but now I have a job, so I don't really, need that YouTube money anymore. And it's not even a lot. Honestly, it's not even a lot. I mean, it added up. It definitely added up over the years I've been doing this, but like, it wasn't. If each of
So
my wings did,
now it's official. Now
yeah,
it's official, Gabe. You just did YouTube for you just did Wings of Duty for money.
yeah, it's official, guys. I'm busted. Uh, yeah, but I don't think if there wasn't any money behind it, I don't think I would have been posting as much. I definitely still think I would have posted videos because there's also another incentive, and that was because I was getting free Wings of Duty planes, and I really liked the game back then. And they gave me everything for free, and they gave me all their games for free and stuff. And I was like,
What? Who?
Wings of Duty.
What, the developer?
Yeah, they gave me all the planes for free, and they gave me
Wow.
everything they've ever made. I got it for free.
Nice.
So I was like, and
Since when is
they
since
still give me stuff to try out.
since when is that the case?
Since my first video blew up, it's like I
Oh,
made a
nice.
video on the SBD Dauntless. It was the worst Wings of Duty video I've ever made. It was legit just one flight, 2 kills, like 15 minutes long, and it was so boring. It was so boring because I didn't know how to edit or anything back then, and yeah, it was. I don't
But
know.
it was
People liked
enough
it.
for the.
Yeah.
All right. How does that even work? Do they
Yeah,
send
they
gift cards to you or what?
they emailed me a code and I type in the code and it gives me gold.
Oh, okay.
And it's
Oh,
really
nice.
nice. Like I mean I still appreciate it. That's why I kind of like Wings of Duty. Like I'll stick with them for a bit. Like I don't want to just leave Wings of Duty in the dust because they got me all this. They got me 3,000 subscribers. They got me they gave me hundreds of dollars worth of in-game stuff, like
Yeah.
you know, and other brands start recognizing your channel. I've had a lot of people want to do sponsorships on the channel, but I've always declined because they were kind of like trashy sponsorships, and we've been invited to like join a gaming group. I don't know, but we declined because it was stupid, and basically they're just trying to steal your money.
But yeah, I think you already explained that in one of the videos. Just want to do something different, but you still kind of enjoy it, as
Yeah,
far as I understand that.
yeah. Like I still like WOD. It's just I want to like I don't know. Like I just
Do
bored.
something else.
Yeah. Like I'm just bored with video games in general. Like I like doing
Yeah.
the podcast. Podcasts are fun to me.
Yeah, for me too.
Yeah, which is good because people might think that you're like being forced into this or something. But I do like doing the
I'm forced to.
podcast. Yeah,
I'm forced to stay up.
yeah. And I like airsoft. I want to get into doing airsoft videos, but it's a very expensive sport, and your boy doesn't have gas money, so I'm not gonna like try it. I'm
You
not gonna
gotta,
try it.
you
It's
got,
not gonna...
you gotta do more what videos to get money, so you can
Yeah,
start your
I gotta
airsoft
make more
stuff.
WOD videos so I can do an airsoft video. Um, I'm not good, and you know my computer kind of is not the greatest, so it's always hard for me to make gaming videos. And I don't really like games that much. I'd rather do other stuff. I mean, literally the only reason I think I got into gaming was because I legit had nothing better to do. Like I believe if I had something better to do, I would not play games. And even now, I'll usually like I won't play games during the day. Like usually I won't play games during the day unless I'm recording. If I'm not recording, I'm not playing a game. Um, but like at nighttime when there's legit nothing better to do, I'll just get on and I'll play games or something. Um, but
You're still playing what in your free time, or just for
sometimes
getting
not.
content?
Yeah, it's for like the past couple of years. It's legit like the only time I played WoD when I was making a video or something like that. And I mean,
All right.
sometimes I played in my free time. Like yesterday, I think I played a little bit. Not much. Like I just hop on arcade mode and just get a few kills and then get off. Usually when I'm waiting
Yeah.
for something, or I don't know. Like I just don't like playing games in general. I don't know. Um,
Mm.
I like card games. It's just no one's there to play it. Like legit, like no one does anything in the city. Like you think they're all dead because like you don't see them.
Mm.
Like I'm outside wanting to play a game of basketball or go in the forest and do something, and like no one's available for it for whatever reason. And
Because they're playing games.
yeah, and I remember back in my old neighborhood, like everyone was outside all the time. Everyone was playing stuff. Everyone was playing with Nerf guns and beating each other up and all this cool stuff and exploring the woods and finding dead raccoons. And I mean, we're doing all this crazy trespassing. I mean, we did everything. I mean, just name it and we probably did it. Unless it was like drugs. We never did drugs. That was like, no. But we did
That's
everything
for the
besides.
podcast.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, those were the glory days, and I wish I recorded all that because that would have been great.
Hmm.
I wonder if
Yeah, that's the moments you. Those are the moments you forget to record.
let's see if yeah, I wish I recorded what I didn't. Hold on, this dude's in the way. I want to see if he wants to join because I know.
Want to see if what?
I wonder if Veltro wanted to join.
Yeah, maybe someone has to say something.
I'm not sure if he wanted to join or not.
How many viewers do we actually have right now?
2.
All
Everyone's
right.
at school. I mean, it was up at 6, but like, you know, they're on their phones at school. Veltro, did you want to talk a bit on the show and tell us about Italian schools?
Wait, my world clock says it's 5 at Eastern time.
It is 5 here. I don't know how it got 5.
People are still at school around that time? What?
Well, no, they're on the West Coast.
Oh, okay.
So it's like 2. But
yeah.
I still would have been at, like when wrestling season starts, I don't go home until it's 7. because you're there from school ends at 3:30, and then 7 o'clock is when practice ends.
Okay.
Hey,
Yeah.
Viltra.
Well, I don't have anything left to say right now. Roger, you want to say something, or you just get kicked out of the call?
um, I just
I
saw a
guess not.
Battlefield 5 meme. Battlefield 5 is kind of
Yeah.
it took us
Okay,
a
but there's someone else in the waitlist.
yeah.
Let's give Piloto a shot.
Hey, welcome to the
Oh, hey
show.
guys.
So, how's Brazilian school?
Oh, this school. Oh my shit, bro. Like I had a religion homework.
Oh yeah.
I did it, but if I don't did, bro, if I don't did it, I did it, right? But if I don't have done, like I get a suspension. What's the suspension? You get 3 weeks without going to his school. 3 weeks.
Wait. Wait.
What's in 3 weeks?
No, like 3 weeks. And when you come back, you'll get I did this. I don't know what the name US, but mm. and and mathematic. Oh my god, mathematic. Oh.
What's the problem with
So,
it?
Bro, I have a 4 in mathematic. A
four
4
out of what?
grade. My grade is 4 in mathematic. What the?
Wait, 4 out of 100 or 4 out of 5 or?
Like, bro, 4 is like a D in
Oh,
US. I
wait. So what do you want? You want a 1?
like the
Yes.
medium is
Oh.
6, which is like B.
Oh, you want a 10? Or
Yeah, a 10 is A.
10 is A. Okay. Can you get an 11?
Okay.
No,
Okay, so you
they
have a
start
4
for
out of
in Germany.
you have a 40%. That's an F in America. Like you don't like you die. Like they shoot you. Yo,
Shoot the heck out of you.
that's pretty deep. Well, best of luck to you in math, bro. If you ever need math help, I'm your guy. I know math.
bro, like for doing my religion homework, bro, I'm gonna show you what I have to do.
Yeah, show me your homework, dude. I can probably do it for you. It's easy.
Let me take the screenshot. Mm-hmm.
This is interesting looking at other people. I'll show you guys some of mine. I have really easy math homework, so I'm taking statistics. So it's legit just vocabulary. It's nothing too.
Bro,
Even calculus wasn't that bad. Pre-calc. I didn't take calculus because there's no reason for me to take it because I needed statistics for what I'm gonna do, and I didn't need calc unless I felt like going to like 12 to 16 years of college to make the same pay that I would have if I didn't. So
here I'm saying you what I have to do.
all right.
And actually, bro, today I had the geography and history one,
History.
and I love it. So I'm gonna show you my religion homework.
Wait, you have religion homework?
Yeah, we have this. Brazil, you don't have the US or Germany?
Like religion homework?
No, bro, we don't talk about Jesus, God, those kind of things. We talk
Oh.
about respect, those things, you know.
Oh.
Look
Okay.
what I have to did.
Shoot, it's too small. Let me see if I can. It's hard to see.
Today was the let me go to use the Google Translate.
Oh, there you go. I opened it up. I can see it now. So what is it like? You just read it, or?
No, I had to
Oh, it's
do all
questions.
this on my notebook.
You had to write it down.
Yeah, I did everything
Oh,
with my pencil. All right, let me
that's a good bit.
show you.
But this isn't math, is it? Wait, which one?
Wait a minute.
Okay, you're finished.
All right, so today of religion was rights and oh shoot, what? Rights and duties of the children and adolescents.
Oh, so the duties of the adults, or you said it?
Rights and duties.
Okay. Yeah, we don't have a
And
class like that.
for the history one, well, for the history, we are talking about Egypt, the old Egypt.
Really? That's interesting.
Actually, we don't talk about World War Two like on 6th year. I have to wait till the 9th year for we talk about World War Two.
Hmm.
And actually, we talk a lot, like too much about the Operation Barbarossa when the Germans joined the Soviet Union, and they got kicked. Well, let me see. Mathematic, OMG.
Send the math homework. I want to see what kind of math you're doing. But why,
Let me.
Veltro? How's
show-
Italian schools? I'm curious.
Italian? You have
Well,
Italian subscribers?
I hate it.
That's it.
Uh,
Oh.
well, I mean, in my school, I attend an art school, so we have lots of stuff like drawing, architecture, painting. Now, if you go to my school, I mean, if you don't want to study, if you're that lazy guy who just has very bad grades and doesn't want to do anything, you probably aren't gonna go through the year.
Hmm.
You're gonna fail the year.
Yeah.
I guess that's the case everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, but no, I mean in other schools, I mean
So here
more
my
practical
homework.
schools. Like if you wanna become an electrician or if you're gonna become an hairstyler, usually there you just don't really study a lot
Mhm.
and just do things
Yeah.
you should be doing in your. I don't really know what to say now.
Yeah.
Send you my last homework.
Math.
Jeez. I
Is it-
hate math like too much. Like basically, if I get like a 0, I gotta do the 6 year all over again. I don't want to do this, and my mom will kill me.
Yeah. Let's see what kind of math homework you
Oh
got.
shoot! Oh shoot! That was bad. Let me take another photo.
That's not. Bro, if you need help, I could do this in like 5 seconds if you need me to.
Wait a minute.
It's
the dealer.
Wait.
Actually, that was my last homework. This was like
This is
No.
it's just addition and multiplication. And I see some
Alright.
there's some square roots in there which aren't too bad. Like square roots, you just memorize them. There's no point. It's like 16 plus
That's my real last
so
homework.
that's 25.
Where's
And
that?
then, you know that's
Let me
5.
send you.
Starfall. Wait, this
That's
let
my
me see if I
real
can share this
homework.
picture. Is it okay if I
Send
share?
you.
Alright, I see it. This one is wait, what is 2 times 2 times 3 times 3. Wait, why are they doing that? I don't know why they're doing it. Wait. I'm not
Let me
sure
check
why it
notebook.
looks like
What?
50. It's like 52 and then 78 and then there's a line. It's like 2.
Gee.
52.
What
Is
is
this
my
a coordinate or
my
something?
notebook?
52, 78.
Oh fuck.
I have.
Oh.
Where is this picture even at?
It's hold on. Let me see if I can.
Sometimes
I'm gonna
I know how
put it in
them like
screenshots.
on the
We're
Alright.
gonna do your homework for you and we're gonna save you.
Right,
Gonna
let
save you
me.
some time.
Yeah,
Retro helps.
Well,
your mom will not kill you. Trust me, you're in good hands.
right.
All right, so the bottom one, that one I understand. That one is easy. I can do that one if you need me to. But the top one, I'm not too sure what they're trying to do there. What's MMC? What is that?
MMC like multiples.
Wait. Oh, I get it. Okay, I get it. They're just want the. Okay, I get it. Dude, that's not hard. There's actually a trick to doing multiples of a number. What you do is you can do like a tree graph of it, or you can do it I do it the tree way. I'm really basic when it comes to it. Yeah, man, dude. Just give me your homework and I'll do it for you because I got nothing better to do.
No, my notebook.
I'm not too sure what this one is. I'm gonna share it anyways.
So those things are hard for me. Like, bro, I'm just 12 years old.
Oh, wait. So you're 12 when you're doing this? Hold up. 12 and doing this. I can't even. Yeah, I think I was. Are you guys gonna touch variables? Do you know what variables are? Like x, like where you trying to find x. If that makes any sense.
Who's math now?
I mean, equations.
Yeah, algebraic
Oh
expressions is
my
what they
god!
call it.
Yeah,
in
equations.
English. Yeah.
We did that last year.
Yeah, that stuff
Jeez, bro.
is
For
probably
whole
the
year,
easiest
like,
part of math. Trigonometry is really tough for me. I don't get it.
look what I have to do in the future.
In the future, don't worry, it's
No,
gonna.
bro, look at this, my book. Just look at this. You can do this.
I'm pretty
What is
sure
it?
I'll be able to do it, but if I can't, I'll be blown away. What?
Jesus.
So how come your grade is so low? Like, what made it a 4?
Actually, I don't look at the teacher the many time. I sometimes I like talk to my friend. I
Uh,
I am
Well,
this
that's
type
not
of
what you
guy.
should do.
okay.
I am this type of guy. You know what I'm talking
Yeah,
about.
that's okay.
And Jesus. Oh, I don't actually. Well, if I pass this year, I think Jesus helped me. Well, like when you got 18 here, you can just throw the school away
Hmm.
if you want. Like you can come back and get out when you want when you get 18.
Yeah.
Actually, here when you get 18, you are adult, right? In US, when you to get out, that you need to be like 22, something like that.
No, in the U.S. once you're 18, you can get it. Well, actually, yeah, 18 you can get out, or 17. It just depends on.
Well, here is 18, and like, bro, my cousin have 20, he's 21 years old, and he stopped at 18 too. She stopped.
All right. Sorry about that. All right. So at 18 he stopped.
When you get 18, you can just throw your school away, kick it. I don't know but you can just stop.
Yeah, you can stop here as well, but you're not supposed to stop. But a lot of people do.
Basically, here, the government let you stop this. Just
Yeah.
let it, and like this in every school, like in Northeast, like here in Ceará, like
Yeah.
you can't just get out when you get like 20.
Yeah.
Well,
But,
in actually, I want like to live at other states. I know that that's not about his school, but I dying right here. It's so hot.
that's interesting.
Help me.
So you're trying to like move. I don't know. Like I guess you're trying to
Yeah.
move further south. I don't. Where would you move to get?
Well. South is the lowest temperature place in Brazil. Like there's even snow there, but so hard.
Mm-hmm. Have you ever seen snow before?
Just in movies.
Just in movies. Oh dang.
In anime, so
Oh my gosh. Yeah, snow is pretty cool, but when there's too much of it, you kind of die. I don't know, like it's cold.
It's just way too
No.
cold. You didn't miss anything.
Yeah, you're not missing out. Don't worry.
Actually, I got South.
But
Like
it is
I have
fun
a
to
friend
play.
who live in South, and he said like he saw 3 tanks by the way to here. 3 tanks on the South.
I guess you guys have a lot of just free roaming tanks. I don't know.
No, like on Amazon, tanks can't go there. They can't move. So they're
Yeah.
concentrating the things on the South.
Uh, that's cool.
I
I
think
guess.
that's for invade Paraguay again.
In Germany, you just actually you get snow though. I know you get snow, right?
Yeah, from time to it's not all too often, but yeah, it happens.
Okay. Here we get snow, not that often, but like if we do get snow, it's like for like a entire week or something. It's not that much. But one time we had like a blizzard, like it was crazy snow, and it was like several feet high, and they canceled school for like an entire week because like you couldn't drive. It was like piled up to your door, and the kids who lived out further in the country where they didn't have snow plows and stuff, like their houses were
trapped.
covered, like roofs were collapsing and stuff. It was pretty interesting.
They were trapped.
Do you get snow in Italy, Veltro?
About
I
the
mean,
region.
we
please.
used to. It's been a while since the last
It's a good
time
idea.
it really snowed. I mean, the last time it snowed, it lasted for like 2 days, and then it all melted.
Huh.
But here, funny thing is here in northern Italy, in middle Italy and southern only middle Italy. Like 2 years ago, it snowed, and the total amount of snow was about 2 meters.
Oh, that's a lot of
About
snow.
yes, about 16 foot, 16 feet.
Dang.
Yeah.
So, do you guys ever get school canceled because of snow? Like here, they'll cancel school if it snows a lot.
Never.
No.
Not here.
Yeah, here they will.
Unluckily.
Yeah. So what makes school so bad? Like, is it? Do you like your teachers? Like, the reason I don't like school a lot of the times is because my teachers are like really bad.
Wow, the same topic again.
That's-
It's repeating itself all the time. It's
I'm
ridiculous.
just trying to roast my teachers back for all those years that they. You know what I really hate about the teachers? They'll find the kid
Dude.
who doesn't know the answer and they'll be like,
dude. That's exactly what Braun said.
yeah.
Don't get back to the same every time.
I mean, I'm just telling you guys, it's the teachers.
Yeah, it's all the teacher's fault.
Yeah. So, I guess.
Anyway, I thought we're gonna get to another topic. This doesn't look like it.
All right, let's forget school. Another thing I've always wondered in different countries is what do kids do in their free time? Is it different per country or is it typically the same thing?
Well, here's different. Like me, I just stay home on my phone.
Really? I don't know why,
Same.
but I didn't expect that from Brazil. I thought that. I don't know.
You did
Well,
you did expect this.
I didn't. I thought everyone would be outside, like playing soccer or
not to
football or whatever.
Soccer, bro, I hate it.
What? I thought it was like the
different
most.
That's a stereotype. I don't know his name, but a stereotype.
Really?
That's a stereotype of our country.
Does no one? Okay, that's interesting. I didn't know that. Here in America,
Like I hate soccer.
Here in America,
Oh.
like you'll have two groups of people. Actually, forget that. You'll have young kids and you'll have bigger kids. You'll find that at a little age, And maybe not so much anymore, but at least when I was very little, I was always outside and stuff. And even now, I'm trying to be outside and stuff a lot. But then, like, you have like the middle schoolers and high schoolers, and these people, they're never outside. Like, they're inside playing games or on their phone, but usually on their phone or something. And it's really depressing.
Yeah,
I don't know.
that's pretty much the same here.
What? Dang, I thought
Yeah.
that if I moved to a different country, I'd have like all these kids who'd be outside. I don't know, like.
No, how did you think that? My goodness.
I don't know, like 'cause I thought that
Do you
like
think we can get the phone?
that's what I don't know. I think I always thought kids did sports there and stuff, and I don't know, like because I've been to some of these countries and I've seen a lot of kids outside. Actually, no, I didn't.
Well,
Actually, when I
here.
think back
Yeah,
on it, I
it's
really didn't. It was probably
Actually,
because
here.
it was during school.
maybe different in Spain, but
No, I don't
yeah,
know. Like
it's
I was in I think it was Austria. I was in Austria once. I was at a
oh
park, and
Hmm.
all these kids are outside and they're all playing. And maybe
you
they
tricked
weren't the
them.
oldest. The older they weren't old. They were like they were pretty young. I don't know. I was middle school maybe. Um, yeah, I don't know. I don't know what happened to kids. I think technology ruined all the fun for me. I don't know. Like
Actually, hey,
Mhm.
well, I'll make a part of it 1%, which don't go outside to play too much.
Hmm.
And the rest 99%, you already know. You already know.
Yeah, I don't know. I always thought kids would be outside more. I thought it was just an American thing where kids were
I make
inside.
part of the 9%. 1%.
All right, You guys want to talk a bit? Well, how's it in Italy? Are kids outside in Italy?
Well,
Italy.
I mean, usually the other kids, I mean, I just stay at home and use my phone. So the other kids usually just hang out and listen to grab a speaker or listen to music while they're around in the street.
Huh.
But yeah,
It's the same everywhere.
Maybe it's because of
yeah.
the cities. Because I remember when I was in Spain, I was in a city and there wasn't really anywhere to go. Well, I mean, there's places to go. I'd go outside and I'd take walks and stuff. But like, I don't like. There's not much to do in a city compared to like where I live in the mountains. I can go outside and I can like just mess around. I guess like I can. Do you guys live in like big cities, like, or is it like a countryside or something?
Well, I live in a little city, but I want to live like on the capital,
Hmm.
which is Brasilia.
I'm like a
And
really
that's where I
village
have.
guy.
What were we saying, Star Fox?
I'm
I
one of
live
these
in
village guys. I mean, the village I live in doesn't even have. There aren't even living 3,000 people.
Oh, you live in a village. How many people live
Yeah.
in my city? I'm gonna look this up real quick.
I don't even know.
I don't know. Yeah, I mean I haven't been
Tell
here
me the name, I'll
forever.
look it up.
All right, here there's 89,000 people here.
All right.
Let's look up. This. Okay, well, I guess never mind. Technically, I mean, it's still a lot of people. I mean, technically, I don't live in the city. I live outside. I consider it part of the city I live in, but I live like on a suburb of the city, kind of. So I guess that's 6,000 people, but I don't really. I don't know.
All right.
I didn't know that many people lived here. Wow. And so yeah, I've always lived in. I mean, they're not like. It's not like I go outside and like there's all these big buildings and stuff. It doesn't really feel like that. It's like,
Oh.
kind of out there. But yeah, so I guess you guys live in smaller. Yeah. Man,
I may fall asleep on
yeah, it's okay. I think we covered pretty much everything. Yeah, I think we should. I think for the next bro show, I want to talk about things that blew my mind as a kid. Like, do you guys ever have those moments when something just like blows your mind? Like, especially when you were a kid. Like,
Yeah, that might be something.
that was my life. Everything blew my mind. Have you guys ever seen the game show like Jeopardy? Not Jeopardy. Wheel of. Actually, I don't know. The average. Never mind. But yeah. I'm just surprised. I think it's just as you get older, you stay inside more. I don't know why.
Yeah,
it's
it
literally
seems
true.
like.
Yeah, I don't.
That's actually weird.
It's weird. I don't know. Maybe it's because I didn't move on with time. I'm still kind of in my. I still feel like a kid all the time. And I feel like I'm still treated like a kid. Like even at school. Like I'm with these like 20, 30-year-olds, right? And they're all learning the same stuff I am. And they're still treated like a
Oh,
kid there.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
Even at work,
Oh,
still a
What
kid.
is that?
Yeah, I think I'll be a kid for the rest of my
Yeah.
life, guys. That's what we've concluded today.
jeez.
I'm
Good for
obviously
you.
still a kid who wishes that we could go
You're still
outside.
young for kid. You're just so young.
Nice.
I didn't move on apparently.
Oh,
Maybe I should. I don't know what to do then. That was like my whole life, like legit. Like I don't know.
In 2 seconds.
Well,
oh. Oh, in 7th September, I don't need to go to his school. Yay.
All right. I think you can pretty much wrap this up.
yeah. Well, thank you guys for joining us. Hopefully, we'll see you guys next time. But I think we did learn a lot today's stream about how kids lost motivation, and I don't know.
Yeah. We might have got some footage, but yeah.
Yeah.
Can you stay on call for a second?
Yeah,
I
I'll stay
wanna-
on call for a second.
All right. Okay.